Hello, friends, and welcome back to my hobby home. My name is Cathy. Thank you for joining me today. You probably see I have my calendar up here. This is linked down in the bottom of the description. This is a month by month. It is not a week by week, hour by hour. It is a month by month. Let me see if I can find a month that doesn't have something wrote all over it. This is what it looks like. This is how I keep up with everything on my YouTube channel and other things, guys. Other things as well. What I am doing today is my updates. Same way I normally do it, but I do have a little thing at the end of it. So please stay with me till the end. You might be surprised. So let's get into our updates. What have I gotten done? Well, first, let me move this out of the way here, because this is a little something I want to show you guys. Got me some things from Amazon. So let's see, what did we get done? I had great plans for Monday and Tuesday, recording. It didn't happen. I rested, and rested. That's what I did. So Monday, y'all saw my updates last week where I bound the awareness quilt. Well, the rest of the week, I worked on catching up my Yuletide sampler 2. This was block 5. I got all 3 of them done because, guys, I had to catch up. Because this Friday, we will be going live with Tammy and Alicia over at The Siberian Wind at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. I always have Tammy linked down in the description. So if y'all would like to come and chit-chat with us live, please come check us out Friday evening at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. We are working on block 6 right now. We did this month a little different. We did all of our flying geese units, which I am horrible at. I'm not going to pat it or anything. I'm horrible at flying geese. And guys, I have the rulers. I have all the things. It's a sewing thing. I don't do really good at that part. Sewing flying geese. Corner to corners always get me if I don't mark them. And I didn't mark them. But also on these, if I'm not mistaken, I don't know. There was something about them that was a little different for me. When you do the elongated, that's a little different too. But I did get all 3 of my block 5s done. Now, the other thing that I did this week was I did finish my, this is my Unchained Jelly. This was one of my National Sew a Jelly Roll Day quilts that I did back in 2024. I know, right? Over a year old. And I finally bound it. All I had to do was bind it. I had carried it to Miss Ava back probably the early beginning of this year, or end of last year, and just told her, I know I'm not going to have time to quilt this. Will you do it for me? She did a fabulous job. It has leaves and I think acorns on it. I know it has fall leaves on it. It's beautiful, beautifully done. I love this. The back of it, let me show you. I don't think I even showed you the quilting on it. This is the quilting on the back. You'll see it does have the leaves on it. Yeah, it just has leaves. It doesn't have acorns. So I carry all of my stuff to Ava to have her quilt it for me. She does a fabulous job. Does not have a really long hold time on them. I think the maximum time I've seen her have is like 6 weeks, which isn't really bad. And guys, I did see some things in a quilting forum on, the Book of Face, and somebody was talking about how they shipped their quilt somewhere and it had been lost. Guys, don't ever ship a quilt without an air tag in it. I know, you have your upfront expense of your quilts and all that, and then your air tag, and then the quilting. All of that costs money, I understand. But you don't want to lose that quilt. That air tag shows you where that quilt is from beginning to end. And don't just throw it in the package. Find a way, make you a little pocket or something to pin to your quilt to put it in. So it is in something pinned to your quilt. It has to be attached to your quilt, folded up inside of it. Something. Let the person know that you're sending it to. Let them know it has an air tag with it, so they know to look for it before they quilt it, because you don't want it pinned on there and they quilt over the top of an air tag. It'll tear their machine up and your air tag up. But always put an air tag if you're shipping a quilt. Quilts, even just the flimsy, is too expensive or flimsy quilt top, whatever you want to call it. They're just too expensive to lose in the mail. So friends, make sure to put an air tag in with your quilts. Your best bet is to find a local quilter that does long arming, if that's what you're wanting to have happen. Check out some of their work. See if there's people that they have that they can use as a reference. Now, I know Miss Ava, she's got quilts hanging in the shop that shows the designs and quilts that she's used. They're like anagrams or something. I don't know what they're called. Since I don't do them, I don't know what they're called. But just check out and see what someone local has so you don't have to ship it. And if you don't have anyone local, your Quilters Guild, if you have a local Quilters Guild, a lot of times they have someone that they have do their quilts. So, that being said, those were the only two things that I worked on all week, because I had a struggle week, guys. I was so exhausted, and I don't know why. Yeah, I do, because this was my birthday week, so every night I went and did something with my kids, with my family. Every night I was doing something. That's why I was tired. And we had the 2 days off for Mardi Gras, and that was an extended weekend for me. And I just stayed up late. And going back to work was hard, guys. Going back to work is always hard after you do an extended weekend. Now, let's see what else. Let's talk about things that we're going to do, things that I have. I put some things right here on my table that I want to do. Of course, this first one is from Common Thread Sewing Room. This is from the quilting bag. They put everything, if you get more than one box, one of their subscriptions, they'll wrap them up and then put them in the same envelope. I am going to be working on the Easy Does It bag this week. That is a plan, a goal that I have here, using the supplies that they sent. And y'all, is this not the cutest fabric? I love that. So pretty. I'm so excited to make this bag. I don't know why, but I've really gotten into making bags a lot lately. So I have this bag, and I have another bag that came in the, I think, Quilted Cow. But I'm not going to try to do 2 bags in 1 week. I may not, but I'm shooting for 1. If I get 2, then I'm really happy. But this is one thing that I am hoping to start on this week. Another thing I'm hoping to do this week is to take my Full Hearts table runner. Now, like I said, this is a plan. My plans change quite frequently. That is why I write everything on my calendar in pencil, because it may change. But I do have the Full Hearts table runner that I do want to quilt and bind as well. And friends, y'all saw that I used that binding attachment. after I did the video, I thought about it and I'm like, it's probably just like how we would do a binding if we're sewing it. You have to cut it and then turn and then put it back on. But I'm like, to me, that's a lot of trouble. Because that little bind thing, it comes closed and you're going to have to be pulling fabric out, push. Too much trouble for me. And Tammy did say that she has a Bernina one that she would show me how it worked. Well, the one I have is not a Bernina one. I got it on Amazon. I'm sure it will work great. So instead of trashing it, if there's anyone out there that would be interested in it and working with it, I will put it in my D-stash. Just like the other binder maker, I will put it in my D-stash because something that don't work for me may work perfect for someone else, somebody with more patience than me. But I did try that binding accessory. I didn't like it. Now, another thing I've already told y'all about Friday. So the month of February, we're just cleaning up things that we have hanging out. You will see I still have this not done. Not done. I am going to finish this. It will be in my D-stash. Because I pulled out quilts, friends, and I have quilts after quilt after quilt that I have made for my grandbabies. And I was going to give this to my granddaughter. I have another one for my granddaughter. So I don't need to make another one for her. Now, granted, they don't mind having quilts. I've got one almost for every season for them. So it's okay. It's okay. But this, I will finish it. It will be in a D-stash. I did say I would be doing another D-stash. I had mentioned possibly the last Sunday of the month. It is not. It's going to be the first Sunday of March. So y'all keep watching for the notification for that. I will have finished projects in there, you know, like quilt tops. I'll have things in there that you guys can use. Or finish up for yourself however you may like it. You can back it, bind it, however you wish. There will be projects included in there. Let's see, what else do I have? There will be projects like that I've completed. I'll go in and kit up again, and I will sell it like a full kit just to help you out. Let's see, what else? Okay, now for March, we have a new sew-along that will be happening. This is all of my sew-along fabrics, book, and everything. I am going to show you what we are doing our sew-along on. We are doing the Sunbeam quilt. This is on page 68. This is from the Fat Quarter by a Dozen book. And let me show you the front of it. There are more than one book. There's more than one book. This is the one that I'm using. I think it's the second one. It doesn't say. It's an It's So Emma book. But I think it's the second Fat Quarters by the Dozen. But make sure it's the one that has the flowers like this on the front. I am going to be doing this in reproduction fabrics. Amy, one of my subscribers, sent me this packet of reproduction fat quarters, and she sent 2 of them. So I will be pulling the 2 of them. I possibly won't be doing this light color. I'll possibly be doing them all in the pinks and browns. I don't know yet. I'm very I'm very torn on what I want to do with it. But I did find this grunge fabric for my background. It does call for a decent amount of background. And I found this beautiful low volume. It's just little flowers on it. So that's going to be my accent for the center of those blocks that I'll be making. So, friends, if you haven't gotten your book yet or your fabric, now's the time to be doing that. I will start cutting my fabric up sometime probably not this week, but maybe the weekend or it'll have to be done next week for sure, because we'll be starting the sew along then. But I hope you join us for the sew along. I really love getting with everyone and doing sew alongs. Now, are we always at the same pace? Absolutely not. Because when I'm sewing, I try to only sew about an hour, hour 20, hour and a half at a time. So you guys may get a little bit more done than I do at one time, but that's okay. My plan is to stretch this out for at least a month. I want to get it done though within a month. So guys, we may be doing a little sewing in the middle of the week also, just to finish little things out on it so we can have it done in a month. That is my plan, is to take each one of my books, do at least one pattern out of it each month. Now, I have more books than months now, so I'm going to probably I'm not going to say slow down on smaller projects, but I'm probably going to be doing 2 books a month. And I don't know what that's going to look like, but I hope you guys would come along with me when I do that. And if I do that, like I said, my plans change a lot. So let's see what I got from Amazon. I know I ordered 2 things. Not quite sure which one this is. Okay, it is. Now, if any of you follow So Blessed by Jess, you will know that she got one of these things as well. It is a sewing lamp, laser light, whatever you're going to call it. It does come with, the one I got, you have 3 options. You can do a straight laser light. You can do just a straight line, or you can do like a grid line. So that's why I have these 2 other tips to it. The only concern I have, I'm probably going to try to take the magnet out. I don't want the magnet. My machine is plastic, but it's computerized. I don't know how strong the magnet is, even though they say this is for computers. I could probably put it, somewhere over here under and do it, but I don't know. That's just really scary for me. I don't want to risk doing something that hurts my machine. It does have a USB plug-in. The plug-in that I use under my table for my lamps and everything does have some USB plug-ins, so I can easily plug this in. Now, yes, this would work perfect to sit it here. I could cut it off and on. I could run my cord out here to the back. But it does affect like my cutting thing here. So I don't know. We will see what we can do, and I don't know if this when they were talking about possibly, just adhering it on to their machine. I could do that, and it is away from the motor and, the stuff over here that it could affect. But this is a laser light that helps you not, and see, look, it adjusts real easy. It goes different directions. It does come with like a sticky pad here, where if you want to put it up here on your sewing machine, you can. The one thing that I worry about putting it on my machine is, I thread here. No, well, the second thing, the computerization is one thing that I worry about. The second thing is, if I put it over here, how is it going to affect me threading my machine? Is it going to be in the way? It may not if I put it over here. Now, this come with an adhesive pad. I think I would be more inclined to use a 3M that'll come off of my machine. So when I carry it to have it serviced, it's not a problem. It can come off real easy. And then I can just adhere another one when I need to. But I am going to be trying this little gadget out. I will have it linked down in the description. And friends, we also have this. Let's see, what is this? This is tape. So this would tape down, I'm guessing, your cord. I mean, literally, that's all that is a round of tape. I'm guessing you would use this to put down your cord. There's no instructions in the box. It just says to save energy. Product is durable. Healthy, no heating, lighting is soft. Direction adjustable. Please check whether input voltage is correct before operating. But I will link this down in the description. Guys, I will be trying it out. And of course, as always, I will let you know what I think about this product. How does it work for me? Being that it is adjustable, you can do a 1/4 inch. You can do a 3/8 inch. You can do an 1/8 inch. You can move it to wherever you want to help you. So that's one of the things. Here's the second thing. I can't recall anything else. I mean, I know I ordered 2 things, but the other thing is not going to be in. I don't remember what this is. And I'm not finding my little knife on hand here. So I'm just going to poke some holes with my stiletto in this tape and see if I can't get it to open up. Well, the box tears pretty good. The tape don't, but the box does. So what have I ordered? It's wrapped in bubble wrap, so it must be. There we go. Not real sure what it's very light, whatever it is. I think I know what this may be. I think I know. I say, yeah, that's what it is. My goodness, the tape was stronger than the box. Friends, when you see this, you're going to be like, oh, okay. This is my Bernina oil. When I clean and oil my machine, this is what I use. I still have the same bottle of oil that I got with my machine when I purchased it in October of 2023. And I have about 3/4 of an inch of it left. Now, I clean my machine and oil it probably about twice, 2-3 times a week. It's just according to how much sewing I do on it. When I get 3 hours of sewing in on it, I'm for sure going to be cleaning it and oiling it. And the amount of oil that you have to use is so small that this thing has lasted me from October 23 to... This will probably still last me till about June of 26, maybe even October. But I never want to take that risk. I went on and got me a new bottle of oil just to be on the safe side. And I figured, why not? You know, hey, I'm going to be going on retreats at the end of the year. I don't need to be leaving without a bottle of this. Now, my local quilt shop probably does have some. They probably even have it in the pen. That's the long pen that you just use. You don't have to open all of the stuff. But I like this little bottle the way I get it. So that's the other thing that I got. If I think about it, I will add it to down in the description. I really like that oil. It does say run your machine a little while before you sew. I never do. I've never had a problem. That being said, friends, 2 weeks ago in the updates, I had told you, I said, y'all make sure to leave a comment. And those that did leave a comment in that video, I am doing a drawing today to ship you out something special. Okay, the video that I'm using is the Weekend Warrioring video. And let's see what we are doing. I have put that link in my tablet here. Got to do a little math here. And this is for those in the lower United States, not, in the lower 49. I cannot ship these internationally. So we had 15 users. So let's see who we have here. Cindy Ogilvie is the winner. Cindy, I think I have your information, but just to be sure, make sure to email me your mailing address. I have a little package coming out to you guys. So if y'all want to see it, there it is, Cindy Ogilvie. Let's see. Her comment was, a fun weekend with the family always takes priority, even over sewing. That is so correct. I have been prioritizing my family a whole lot this month. And it's been a beautiful month after we had the ice. It's been a beautiful month to spend time with my family. So I've really enjoyed it. So Cindy, thank you so much for your comment. And the other 14 that commented, thank you so much for your comments. Thank you so much for watching the videos and liking and subscribing. It really does help me out. It means the world to me. So friends, once again, make sure to give me a thumbs up. If you'd like, you can share the video. Also, subscribe if you have not yet subscribed. Feel free to leave a comment. Tell me what you think. You never know when I'm going to do a random giveaway. Thank you so much. Feel free to leave a comment. Tell me what you think. I do try to respond to each and every comment personally. And as always, until I see you again, I hope you have a very blessed day. Bye, friends.